Hello, everyone, and welcome to CXO Insights. I am joined today by Khalid Aljamed, the Sales Regional VP for Middle East and Africa at Nozomi Networks. Welcome, Khalid.
Thank you, Adele. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, if you can just kick us off, Khalid, with just giving me an overview of what was the highlight of Nozomi Networks' participation at Black Hat this year.
So, as you know, Black Hat Middle East and Africa is now, in a very short period of time, became the flagship cybersecurity event, not just for Saudi, but also for the region. We this year around, we've seen a lot of focus on things like AI, digital transformation, securing that, securing our customers, the different industries within that transformational journey. So we tried to focus on our latest and greatest innovations, mainly the end-to-end visibility, whether you're talking about IoT networks, traditional industrial control system networks. We introduced our threat intelligence feed 3.0, which leverages also the power of AI in the cloud. How do we use AI basically for anomaly detection? And I think more importantly, what's on the mind of many critical infrastructure customers here is how do we help them comply with the different governmental regulations, like with the NCA and their OTCC framework.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Khalid. So, as we all know, Saudi Arabia is, ramping up their investments when it comes to digital transformation in alignment, obviously, with the Vision 2030. So, in terms of cybersecurity, what opportunities do you foresee in the kingdom for innovators and, technology providers when it comes to cybersecurity?
That's a great question, Adele. I think if we look at what's going on with Vision 2030, you will see that there's a lot of innovation and adoption of AI-driven technologies that were for a very long time considered like traditional to a degree. Industries like aviation is heavy focus, as you know, in Vision 2030, smart cities, smart buildings, green energy. Even when we go to traditional services like water, electricity, you will see that there's a shift now going towards IoT, going towards 5G enabled or wireless enabled, what we call field devices, sensors, etc. So with the explosion of sensors, of AI devices in this field, I do believe that there is also comes a challenge of how do we ensure that our networks, our transportation networks, our chain supplies are secured. How do we ensure that the way that we're now using wind power, solar energy to power our smart cities is constant, it's always available. Just like you're using AI to generate those services, we're also seeing a move to use AI to analyze and detect and respond to any threats or interruptions of service. There's a huge opportunity now to integrate these different services, whether it's from a visibility perspective, monitoring perspective, management perspective, and cybersecurity perspective. And that was a common theme across the board for a lot of our industry peers that we've seen at Black Hat and in Saudi in general.
Thank you so much. And yeah, you have obviously mentioned how Nozomi is leveraging and embracing AI in terms of enhancing and advancing your solutions and services. But I want to know as well, like how from Nozomi's perspective, how how are you addressing concerns when it comes to the use of AI for your products and services? Obviously, one of the biggest concerns is, is it compliant with local regulations? Is it making a responsible use of customer data or organizations' data? So, can you just talk to me a little bit about that as well?
That's a very valid concern and a very valid a very important question, Adele. I think AI is a very powerful tool. If used correctly, it's also a very dangerous tool, if used for malicious intent. I think one of the key strengths of AI is its ability to process and correlate different events, different points of data simultaneously, regardless of how much data you're trying to process. This goes beyond the capability of, what an individual or a group of individuals can do. When we have security analysts doing that analysis, usually because it takes time, they have to rely on AI. We do not eliminate, as security experts, the need for human supervision. But what we're saying is that AI needs to be used as a tool to be able to scale up to the amount of information that today's technologies require. At Nozomi, we're using AI not just to process the huge amounts of data, but also to look into behavior. Because today, when you talk about day zero attacks, attacks that have not been seen before, there are no signatures for those attacks or threats. You need sometimes AI to correlate historical events and foresee a pattern, just like what you do, for example, today with how you forecast weather changes. You use AI to correlate events that happened a day before, 2 days before, a week prior, and you can predict that this is where the trajectory of the attack is happening. Attackers now and malicious actors are becoming much smarter, so they're using those tools to compromise systems. We're using those tools to protect systems. The concerns of privacy are very valid. So modern day AI dictates that it's not completely cloud-based. It's not completely on-premise, but it's a combination of both, where you can leverage the power of a secure cloud processing structure with the privacy and the ease of, I would say, mind of having the data reside on the customer's premise.
Thank you so much for your time today, Khalid. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Adele, for this lovely interview, and have a great day.